Good morning. Welcome to Mindful Mat Monday. As always, we want to begin with inviting awareness into our workout. You don't want to just be moving without quality. You want to not just focus on the quantity. So be mindful of what you're doing and what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, and just begin a gentle march. Always want to begin warming up, whether it's working out or just stretching. It's nice and easy, always focusing on good posture, crown of the head is towards the sky, chin is in, eyes are down, nice long spine. And as you bring your knees up, make sure you are tucking your tailbone toward your nose. Let me just change this view because that's not going to work like that. And I have to pin myself to the top. And then we can do full screen. Okay. So once again, just begin marching. Knees up in line with the hip. Tone to the belly so you're not jarring your joints. You want to really use your core as a shock absorber. Bring your arms straight out in front of you and bring the arms forward and back. Shoulder blades come together and then apart. Make sure you're not scrunching your shoulders towards your ears. Always want to maintain that beautiful space between the ear and shoulder. Couple more weeks here in New Jersey, and then I will make my way down south. It's been an enjoyable time here the last few months. Seeing my family, my son, joy of my life, dear friends. And extend the arms out as well, 2 parts right now. So each week, twice a week, I do a total body workout. So whether you're watching the video, the replay, or you're live, make sure that you complete the whole workout. So you're warming up, you're working, and then you're stretching. Add that third part up. One more, now just stay with the up. Try to straighten the arms, go as fast as you can, listen to your shoulders. Getting our heart rate up, increasing our body temperature. And we're going to sway the arms naturally once again. Beautiful, widen your feet. Bend your knees forward, tuck your tailbone forward. Make sure you're not in this big arc back there. You want to have a nice long low back. Feel the earth beneath your feet. One hand on the crown of your head. The other hand beside you. Reach through that wrist, fingers outward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side. Lengthen and bend, waking up the back. Preparing the spine. Other side, hand to the crown of the head, reaching skyward, knees are bent, tailbone tucked forward. Make sure you're not rotating, you're just going to the side, lengthening and bending, breathing. Extend your arms straight out, draw your shoulders down, knees are bent, tailbone tucked forward. Translate your spine to one side, as if you're trying to reach the ribs to one side. The hips aren't moving. Other side. Side to side. 4 parts. Reach, bend, back, center. Reach, side, back, center. One more each side. Good, roll your shoulders. I'll turn to the side so you get a better view. Knees are bent forward, tuck your tailbone forward, feel your feet on the ground, extend your arms straight out, shoulders are down, hug your shoulder blades and reach. You're not rounding your spine, you're just hugging the shoulder blades together and then pushing them apart. Beautiful. Bring your hands onto your hips, knees are bent. Do some pelvic tilting and tucking. I like to put my hand on my chest, so I keep that very still. And posterior tilt, anterior tilt. Okay, hands on the hips, bring your feet in a little closer. Knee up, and squeeze your butt as you go back. Hold that knee up and just move the foot side to side. Keep the knee in line with the hip. Hold on if you need to. Feel the hip bone. The femur roll around in that hip bone. Hip of the head, the leg bone. So other side, squeeze and bring up. Squeeze your butt as you go back. Hold it up. Move the hip. That femur inside the hip socket. Good, shake it out. Bring your feet together, knees together. Roll those knees around. Other way. Forward and around, back. Beautiful, grab your light weights, 2 of them. I'm gonna go with my 5s, that's the lightest I have. Bring your weights in front of you, knees are bent, toes to be turned out, tuck your tailbone forward to protect the low back, chin is in, eyes are down, crown is up. So you might want to use light weights here, especially if you have a shoulder injury. These are not easy. 4 more. Pull the belly in, you'll feel your abdominals a little. Beautiful, hinge on over, bend your knees. Send your hips back, weights at your hips, lift up, work those triceps. Reach to the crown, don't hang your head, and you're not looking at the camera. 5 more, control the weight, stop at the hip, it's a small movement. Beautiful, back to our second set. Turn your toes out, knees are soft, tuck your tailbone forward, engage the core, and lift. Or more. Beautiful. Once again, feet are hip distance apart, bend your knees, send your hips back, engage the belly towards the spine, lift those arms with straight elbows. Stop at the hip. 4 more. Beautiful. I'm going to go a little heavier. Go with my 8s. You have your chair. You're going to lean on the chair and do one weight at a time. Let me not drop the weight on my foot. So I have my left leg forward, my right leg back, the weight in my right hand. 1 arm row. Work those back muscles. Tone to the belly. Probably go heavier here. 2 more. Change sides. Opposite leg. Hand on your chair. Pull that shoulder blade towards midline. Put your hand on your thigh if you want. 2 more. Beautiful. Grab both of your weights for bicep curls. Knees are soft. Bring your arms behind you and then bring your arms in front of you, curl it up. I really felt these on Friday. We did a couple of extra sets. I felt it. Bring those elbows in front, squeeze. Keep the wrist neutral. 6 more. One more. So go to a 2-arm bent over row. Bend your knees, arms in front of you, tone to the belly, chest is lifted, and row it back. 5 more. Beautiful. Back to your biceps curls. These are going to be a little tough because we haven't rested. 8 more. One more. Beautiful. Okay. Get your chair. Oh. Air conditioning on a little bit. It's a little warm in here. Okay, let me move my weights. You can get some of your weights so you're handy, maybe your 5s, your 8s, your 10s, whatever you have handy. Okay, arms are straight out. Make sure you're not touching anything. Fly like a bird. That's not going to work. I got to go back further. We have more room. Okay, oh boy. Gotta keep going back. So it's far away, but I have no choice. I can't seem to get a place this is going to work. All right, here we go. Fly like a bird. Shoulders are down, chest is lifted, side of the shoulder lifted. The elbow could be a little soft. Great, hold it up, circle it forward. Make sure you're breathing. And circle it back. Hold your arms out. Turn that doorknob forward and back. Really feel those shoulders working. If you're feeling it in your neck, relax your shoulders, roll them out and try again. Don't hike up. 10 more. Oh, I see birds flying out there. How beautiful. 4, 3, 2. Bring your arms together and open. Squeeze through the chest. Five more. Beautiful. Roll your shoulders. Okay, let's grab our heavier weight. Maybe get a sip of water. Get a few things together. I grab my 15-pound weight for my overhead tricep press, one weight. Extend the arms straight up. Frame your hands on top of that weight. Don't grip the weight. Keep your elbows as close to your head as possible. Push through, straighten and bend the elbow. One more. Beautiful. Grab your weights for your bicep curls. We'll do another set seated. Grab my eights. Sitting down, sit up nice and tall, squeeze it up. Five more. 5. One more. Beautiful. Release your weights. Stretch your arms back a bit. And then carefully pick up your weights. We do some shoulder presses with some weights today. Bring your arms out, push it up. Exhale up, inhale down. Palms face your camera. 4 more. 4, 3. Beautiful. Release your weights. And slide forward on your chair, and I want you to hinge from your hip over. Don't round your spine. Arms are straight out. And fly like a bird. Make sure there's nothing beside you. Back of the shoulder, middle of the back. 10 more. Reach to the crown of the head. Good, sit up, roll your shoulders out. Take a hold of your weight. Tricep, maybe move back in your chair a little bit. Feet are on the mat, straighten and bend the elbows. Excellent, release your weights. Bicep curls. Both my eights. Sit up nice and tall, feet are on the mat. Curl it up. 10. Make sure you're breathing. Anything feels weird, stop, regroup, and try again. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And then just put these weights over here. Get a sip of water if you like. Let's do another set of shoulder presses. So grab your weights. I'm going to go with my 5s. Press it up. So up and hill down. 6 more. Push through. Don't hike your shoulders up, just push through. 3 more. Good, go into the bicep curl and then push it away. Squeeze it up, push it up. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Excellent, okay. Let's take it onto the floor, onto the mat. While you get set up, feel free to get some water. Make sure you have a strap for later. See how this is going to work. I don't know. We'll try it here. Okay, sit up nice and tall. I don't think that's going to work over there. Let's try it on this lower one. See how this works here. It's not going to work. Okay. Sorry about that. Trying to figure it all out. Okay, sit up nice and tall. Feel your feet on the mat. Feel the crown reaching up to the sky. Reach both arms out, push the shoulder blades away. Keep your knees in line with your hips. Push. Release, roll your shoulders. Let's take it onto our hands and knees. Feel the crown reaching forward. The sit bones are tucking to, you're tucking the tailbone towards your nose. Reach back through the sit bones. Feel the belly draw to the spine. Extend one leg. I'm lifting my left leg. Right arm. Level your shoulders. Push into that supporting arm. Extend the arm if you can. Open up to the side if you can. Create a diagonal pattern. Come back. Release. Other side, extend, just lift the leg a little so your hips remain even. Opposite arm, extend if you can. Open up, feel the core working, push that arm straight, release, other side. So you can stay with the elbow bent or extended arm. You don't have to open up. Come back, center, one more. Opposite leg, opposite arm, either elbow bent or straight or open up. Come back, release. Go back into child's pose. You can use your head, your hands as a headrest. Come onto your forearms. I'm going to turn to the side a little. Well, I don't think that's going to work, but okay, we'll try it here. Slide your knees back. Shoulders are over the elbows. Pull the belly in. If you can, extend one leg and lift up through your glute. 10, 9, 8, squeeze that butt, 7. Release that knee down. Try to slide them back so you can feel the core working here. Other side, lift, squeeze. Push through the forearms, reach through the crown. 5 more. Beautiful, take it onto your back. Head is on the mat, bring your knees together, feet apart, tuck your tailbone towards your nose. And then release the tailbone. So do some pelvic tilts and tucks here. Just rocking the pelvis. Now the next time you tuck your tailbone towards your nose in a posterior pelvic tilt, your low back is on the floor, squeeze your knees together and lift up your glutes. The butt does not touch the ground. Squeeze those thighs together. 5. Release, slide your feet together, knees together, tuck your tailbone, chin is in, eyes are down. Lift it up. 5. Hold it up, widen your knees, keep your feet on the mat and squeeze it up. 5 more. Release, widen your feet, hip distance apart, knees are hip distance apart, tuck your tailbone towards your nose. Your chin is in, eyes are down. Lift up your toes, drive your heels into the mat. I want to feel this in your glutes. 5 more. Beautiful, hug your knees to your chest. Lower the feet down. Move them out a little bit. Pull the belly in. Bring one knee up. Lower the foot. Other side. So this is your option 1 for your heel tap starting on the ground. Pull the belly in as you lift. Knee comes up over the hip only. Don't pull it all the way in. 4 more. Bring one knee in towards your chest and the other, breathe into the back. Beautiful, release your feet down. Grab your weights for your skull crushers. I'm gonna try the 8s today, see how that feels. Bring your arms straight up, bend your elbows and straighten. So only that forearm is moving, the upper arm stays still. Careful you don't plunk yourself in the head. Working the back of the upper arm. Don't want to feel anything in the joints. 3 more. 1 more. Beautiful. Release your weights down. Back to your toe taps. Option 1 again. Feet are on the floor. Option 2, begin with the knees up over the hips. Touch your heel down. One leg moves, while the other one stays perfectly still right over that hip. 4 more. Hug your knees. Lower one foot down so the knee's over the ankle, and then the other. Press your shoulders down into the mat. Tuck your tailbone towards your nose. Lift up your hips. Bend your elbows. Walk your elbows underneath you and hold your bridge here. Knees are reaching straight forward. Tuck your tailbone towards your nose. Knees are reaching straight forward. Feet are evenly connecting on the mat. They're not turned at the toes. Squeeze. Imagine you're squeezing a block. Inner thighs, they don't touch because the block is there. But you want to feel those inner thighs engaged. Breathe. Squeeze your glutes. And release. Relax the shoulders out. Carefully get your weights for your second set of skull pressures. Arms are straight up. Bend and straighten the elbows. Five more. Whoa, I felt that one. Woof. Okay, release. Bring your arms out to the side. Knees are over the hips. Squeeze the knees together now. Go side to side. Think about the rib cage pulling you back. Work those abs. Make sure you're controlling the motion. Four more. Hug your knees to your chest. Release your feet down. Once again, come into that static hold for your bridge. Make sure your toes and your heels are aligned. This time we can begin with bending your elbows. Literally walk your elbows and shoulders towards each other. Tuck your tailbone towards your nose, lift up. Squeeze your glutes. Imagine that block in between the thighs. Knees are reaching forward. Crown is back, chin is in, eyes are down. You don't want your chin pointing to the sky. Press those shoulders down. You like extend one leg up. You keep the knee bent or leg extended. Release that leg. Other side. Other side. One more. Release it down, hug your knees. Great, grab your weights for your chest presses. Palms face away, bend your elbows, push it up. We're going to change it up today. We're going to go slow. Go down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. So count your 4. Nice and slow. Push through the chest. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure you're not gripping the weights too tightly, but tight enough where they don't fall on you. So creating different fibers by changing the cadence or the pace. One more like this. Down for 2, up for 2. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Sit on up. You can sit cross-legged. Extend your arms straight out. Squeeze the thighs together. Make sure you're sitting up tall. Chin is in, eyes are down, crown is lifted. Press those hands together. Move the arms up a little bit. Beautiful. Bring your arms back and a stretch. Pullovers. Grab your heaviest weight. I'm going to go with my 15. Sit up nice and tall. Lie down your back. Elbows are soft. Go back and forth. Feel your lats having to pull that weight forward. Five more. Excellent. Okay, let's take it onto our side. See if I can move this around here a little bit so I have some cushioning. All right. Put that down. Okay. So lie on your side, make a headrest with your arm. Extend your top leg, point the toe down. You can use your hand to support you, work in the glute. Hold it up, move it a few degrees forward, toe down, heel up. Shoulders are stacked, don't roll forward. Don't hike your shoulder up. Hold it up, move that leg forward in line with the other leg at 90 degrees. Toe down, heel up. Beautiful, bend your knee. Come up onto your forearm. Make sure you're pushing firmly down through that arm. You don't want to be hiking up. That's going to hurt your shoulder. Extend the top leg up. Extend your top leg. If you can, slide your knee back a little bit. Make sure your shoulder remains over the elbow. Lift up, reach under, thread that needle. Reach. 2 more. Keep pushing through that forearm. And then release. Roll your shoulders. Take it to the other side. Rest on your forearm. Knees are at 90. Toe into the belly. Hand could be on the mat. Extend your top leg, point the toe down, heel up. Make sure you don't have a big arch in your low back. Lift it up. Nice to start the week off. Doing something for ourselves, for our body. Hold it up, move it forward a few degrees. And move it forward. Toe down, heel up. Don't just use momentum, use those muscles. Up and down. 10 more. Beautiful. Come up onto your forearm. Push firmly down. Option 1, staying right here. Option 2, extend the top leg and come up onto the knee. Reach it through for 5. Reach it, really lift that underside. 2 more. And release. Roll your shoulders out. Grab your heavier weight once again for your pullover. Get a sip of water if you need. Just want to check the time. Perfect. Okay. Head is on the mat, crown is back, chin is in, eyes are down, elbows are soft, grabbing your one way, knees are bent, feet on the floor. Five more. Make sure there's not a big arch in your low back. 2 more. Excellent. Carefully release your weights. Come onto your side once again. Bring that leg over. Bottom leg lifts. Knee can stay soft. Relax your top shoulder so you're not scrunching. Ten more. Beautiful. Come back up onto your forearm. Push firmly down. Option 1, stay right here. Option 2, extend your top leg. Come onto that knee and thread that needle for 5. Lift the underside. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Roll your shoulders. Take it to the other side. Make a head rest. Top leg comes over. Relax that shoulder. Lift the bottom leg. Working that inner thigh. Beautiful. Come up onto your forearm once again, shoulder over the elbow, push firmly down, top arm lifts. That's your option 1. Option 2 is to lift, bring, reach it through, thread that needle. Lifting the underside. 1 more. And release. Roll your shoulders. Beautiful. Get a sip of water. Excellent. Let's take it onto our belly. Make a headrest with your hands. Bend your knees and just rock your feet a little bit. And then put your chin on the mat and bring your arms out like a V. Your chin isn't comfortable, turn your head to one side. Just remember what side, because we'll do 2 sets. So imagine you're just hugging the shoulder blades, pushing it away. Hug, push, hug, push, hug. Now hold, keep that chin or cheek on the mat, anchor your tailbone down, and just hold and breathe, lift. Just hold and breathe. Hug your shoulder blades together. Release, make a headrest with your hands, bend your knees, rock your feet side to side. Release it down. Either have your chin on the mat or the other cheek. Anchor the tailbone, the pelvis, feet are anchored. Hug your shoulder blades and just lift your arms and hold. And breathe. And release. Make a headrest with your hands. Rock your feet side to side. All right, let's forehead and sternum on the mat. Arms are straight out, not back. As you lift, don't go back. Reach out through the fingers. Anchor the sternum, anchor the forehead, anchor the pelvis, and lift. Breathe. Try not to scrunch. You don't want to scrunch your shoulders up. Ten more. Beautiful. Make a headrest with your hands. If you like, you can turn your head one way, bend your knees, just rock your feet. Release the feet down. Sternum and forehead anchoring down, as well as the pelvis, tops of the feet as well. Arms are straight out, not back. And lift. You're not scrunching your shoulders. Flying like a bird. Reach for those fingers. Ten more. Beautiful. Make a headrest with your hands. Bend your knees. If you like, you can turn your head the other way or keep your head resting and just rock your knees, your feet side to side. Release it down. Bring your arms beside you. Anchor the pelvis down. Squeeze your butt together a lot. Lift the upper body, lift the arms. You're reaching your arms toward your feet. Your shoulders are not moving towards your ears. Squeeze your butt a lot. There's no wrinkles on your neck. You're looking down, not forward. Lengthen your spine. Lift the heart. Breathe. Squeeze those glutes a lot. Protect your back. Release. Make a headrest. Bend your knees. Rock your feet side to side. And one more time, with or without lifting the legs this time. Arms are beside you, palms facing up. Squeeze your glutes together a lot. Lift your upper body and your legs if you're going there. Squeeze the glutes, reach the arms up and towards your feet. Lengthening the spine, gauging the whole back of the body, lengthening and lifting and breathing. And release. Make a headrest with your hands. Rock your feet side to side. Come onto your forearms so the shoulder's over the elbow, and then lift up your bottom, walk your knees forward. Come up onto your hands and knees. And then just do some tilting and tucking of your pelvis. I know it's hard to see me here. And then widen your knees, go back into your child's pose. Thumbs could be up to widen your shoulder blades, and then you could release your hands down. Bring your seat toward your feet, listen to your knees and your back. If you need a headrest, you can make one with your fists or your hands. And then slowly just come up onto the knees and then have a seat. Let me see where I can put this baby so we can see. Oh, Lord. Not gonna work. Let's try this. Crooked. Oh, yeah, it's hard to get something to work on. Let's see, we need a book or something. Let's try this. All right, that might work. Okay, I don't know how I did this the other day, but it seems to work better the other day. So sitting up nice and tall, you don't really need to see my face. You extend one leg, pull the toes towards you, turn the hip and the ankle in and out. Sit up nice and tall, press through the heel, pull the toes towards you, turn the ankle in, bring the other foot across, make sure you're not on the side of the foot. Draw that knee across, stretching into the glute. Sit up nice and tall. And then change sides. Stand the leg up, pull the toe towards you. Just rock side to side, the ankle and the hip turning in and out. And then hold, push the heel away, pull the toes toward you, turn the ankle in, turn the hip in, bring that leg across. You're sitting square, you're not crooked. Sit up nice and tall, chin is in, eyes are down, crown is up. And stretch into the glute. And then release, shake it out. Just bend one leg, don't have to bring it close, just let it drop. Take a hold of that shin or the ankle and hinge forward from your hip, getting a nice stretch into the hip, into the calf, into the hamstring. Push that heel away, pull the toe towards you, turn it in if you like. You'll feel it a little differently. Make sure you're not rounding your spine, you're just hinging from your hip. Hold and breathe, relax your shoulders. Other side, extend the leg, stand the other foot up, let it just rock out, push through the heel, pull the toes towards you, turn the ankle in, turn the hip in, and hinge forward. Nice and tall, chin is in, eyes are down, crown is lifted. And release, take it onto your back. Cross one ankle over and draw the other leg to you. Try to open up that thigh gently, keep your tailbone on the mat. Relax your shoulders away from the ear. You're just trying to gently open that hip as you draw that knee into the same side shoulder. Allow everything else to soften. Notice if you're scrunching your shoulder up or if you're scrunching your face. Just ease into the stretch. Your chin tends to point up when you're on your back. Please put a pillow under your head. And then release other side. Cross at the ankle. Draw that leg in. Relax that shoulder away from the ear. Make sure you're not bringing the leg across. You're bringing it straight in. This hip is a lot tighter today. Playing a lot of pickleball. I took the day off today just because I wanted to teach this and give my body a break from that movement pattern as much as I wanted to. Discipline. Sometimes the discipline is most often just getting ourselves moving, but sometimes it's telling ourselves today is not a day I should be doing this or that. Slowly release. Widen your stance. Just let your knees rock ever so slowly. Relax your groin completely. Just massaging the back, hips, SI joint. And then carefully grab your strap. Move over, I guess. How this is gonna work, but we'll try it. So I'm gonna put the strap under my left leg. And just gently place the strap in your left hand, your right hand's onto the ground. Open up carefully, listen to your inner thigh. Come back, straighten the other leg if you can, change hands, bring the other hand out, and bring that leg a few degrees across. Keep your wrist straight. You're not going into a full twist. And reach through that heel if you can. If you'd like to go further, please do. Turn your head away from the twist. And then come back, change sides, place the other foot on the floor, place both sides of the strap in that hand, the other hand out to the side. Open up carefully, be mindful of your knee and your groin. Try to keep that hip from rolling over. Sometimes it's nice to even put your hand down there. And then slowly come back, straighten that other leg, bring the strap into the other side. The hand comes down to support you, bring it a few degrees over. Try to push through that heel if you can. And slowly take that leg across. I'm running out of room, so I'll stay here, look the other way. And then carefully come out, and then come up to a seated position. And roll your shoulders out. Bring one arm up, pat yourself on the back, and with the other hand, move this up, and then you're not going to be able to see. Let's see if we do that. Better. Nice stretch, keep that neck nice and long. Other side. Go into a gentle twist. And then spin the other way, lengthen the spine and twist. Come back to center. Bring your arms across, breathe into the back, shoulders. Open up, go the other way. Then open up your arms behind you, reach them down and back, breathe into the chest. Roll your shoulders. Extend your arms straight out, circle your wrists. Other way. And inhale, open your arms, gaze up. Exhale, round or come to neutral. Inhale, open, expand. Exhale, release one more time. And then gently walk your hands forward, breathe into your hips, your back. And we are done for the day. Thank you so much for joining me. Friday, we'll see you at the same time. Have a great day. Let me stop the recording.